Well, hey, friends, it is good to be back live here on social media, Facebook, YouTube, and even Twitter, which is kind of cool. Back on my daily Monday through Friday social media show called The Good Parts with Chase Swift. If you're new, I do this regularly Monday through Friday. I do this in an effort to actually kind of raise the bar on some of the good things you might see in your social media feeds. We don't get enough good news, to be honest. So I do this to share some good parts in my life, personal, business, all sorts of different things. And yeah, it's just a fun thing to do to hit the button. I use a program called StreamYard. It'll actually broadcast to three different platforms at once, which is kind of cool. Anyway, but I started out just on Facebook. I take that back. I was just on YouTube. YouTube is a pretty awesome platform by itself. So, anyway, some of you may be considering this. I think it's a really good thing just to put kind of shine your light into the world, at least into the world of your social media friends and people that know you that way. So, kind of a little step that you can take, and that's what I try to do myself. So, this morning I was on a business Zoom call. It's actually a weekly, one of the many weekly calls that I'm on, and the topics are always helping people and getting them going, and all those types of things. But the conversation took a kind of a different uh, direction in that we had two men that were actually just starting, and they were amazed at the support. They were amazed at the inexpensiveness of this business project, or this basically this freedom project and income and passive income. And they had one had had more experience than the other, and spent, he said, upwards of 10,000s, or times when there were projects and businesses that would require, or affiliate offers, or training to spend up to like $10,000. And he was sick of it. He gave up. And so I will wrap this up into the story of how to become the best salesman in the world. Okay, but these stories were really good because they really they said so much about the challenges of trying to be successful and getting what they want and not finding it. And so another gentleman was on, and he was very brand new, had very good questions about how does autoresponders work, how do websites work, what do links do, and all these things. He really needed help, but he was like, I know I can come here and ask questions. And he had had one experience where he spent all day to reprogram his day so he could meet and try to learn some things with another system. And he was ready to go. And then, like 10 minutes before the time, they canceled the call. So he was like, he had to wait another 3 days. And today he said, I can count on you guys. I can count on being here. I can count on you not, you know, changing your mind, or not living up to the promises that you've made. And that was really amazing. So anyway, the topic of today was how to become the best salesman in the world. And when you hear that question, how do you become the best salesman in the world? When you hear the answer, you're going to go, oh yes, of course. But I was trying to think, because this topic came up, how to market and how to get people, because there's just not enough good people that know about projects like the one I'm involved with. And sometimes we resort to selling or sharing the kind of the features and all, but really you should look at more of the benefits. So, how to become the best salesman in the world? It's really simple. You ask people what they want, and you sell them what they want, because if they want it, it's the easiest sell ever. Okay, so sometimes those of you that might be in affiliate marketing or network marketing or a home business of some sort, sometimes you get into the habit, or the pattern of saying, well, we got this, it'll do, this product does this, da 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 da. And all of a sudden you're not really a consultant. And sometimes the greatest salesman is really a consultant that is trying to get you what you want, who knows what, all sorts of options or whatever, but they know, how to figure out how you can get things. And so I just really, it was a good moment for me because toward the end of this call, it was on for 2 hours. So those of you in HBA that you know what I'm talking about, you were on this call, or at least write down May 9th for the TNC call. TNC stands for traffic and conversions, how to get people to your website, how to convert them. And so this being the greatest salesman is really being the greatest consultant and finding out, taking the time to find out what the people you're working with, the people that you're talking to, what do they want? Because that's the easiest thing in the world to provide if you know what they want. And so sometimes you might have to repackage it, or you might have to say it in terms that they understand, and really not talk about what the products do or the services do, but more what they provide. Okay. And so you have to be, somewhat creative, and you don't need to change everything. But I wrote down some things on a piece of paper. So I would say for me, as a consultant, I have disconnected my time from my income. So that means I don't have to spend time generating income. It comes, just regularly. Okay. Another way of doing it is I'm also involved with the community of encouraging, uplifting entrepreneurs that meet 12 times a week. So encouraging, so uplifting, helping, positive. It's just on these calls, or both on the phone and in Zoom, 12 times a week. I'm just immersed in really cool people. It's just awesome. Okay. Another way of saying what I can do, or as a consultant for people I speak to, I can multiply my purchases and passive income to do more, specifically help feed starving children around the world. So I'm making some financial decisions. Those decisions help starving children all over the world. That's a really cool thing. I just need to find people that want to do things like that. Okay. I'm also involved, or this process is all about digital automation, kind of the digital automation industry, if you will. It's probably otherwise known as the information age. Okay. And companies like Google, YouTube, Airbnb, Amazon, Uber, they're all in the information age. Basically, their information is what people go to all the time. That's why they're just booming in basically growth and revenue and all that type of thing. Uh, yes, there are some setbacks. Recently, Google had to lay off some people, but overall, the company runs on digital automation, which is really, really cool. So those are, it's a quick list. And so I need to remember, as I connect with and meet with people that are interested in making money online, things, I need to probably reframe it, ask them, really kind of dig in, find out what they want. Are they tired of, the 9 to 5 thing, and spending time working for somebody else and not having vacation time, or time to do different things with their family, or put in overtime, or travel? Those are all big, big challenges. And so, are there solutions to that? Yes, there are. There are ways to disconnect your time from your money. So it's passive income, but I need to dig in. So my challenge is to dig in and really ask open-ended questions, find out what people want. And from there, being the sale, it's becoming the best salesman in the world is finding out what people want. And a lot of times they want really cool things like, the ability to exponentially increase their income. That's another one I should put on there. To basically decide to exponentially grow your income. That's a really cool thing. And I'm a consultant now, basically. So finding people that are interested in that, having great discussions, back and forth questions, and really digging in. Once I know what they need or what they want or both, then I'm able to maybe consult and share my experience and say, well, this sounds like this might be something of interest for you. How does that sound? And so I think it's a great idea. So May 9th was a pretty awesome day. Spent time with the Zoom call with, I don't know, 40, 50 other people on the call, and going back and forth and learning and sharing and positive. It was just so encouraging. And I just love this. And now to learn another little skill to enhance the ability to share this with others, because it's phenomenal. It's just incredible. And how to make that appealable and something that is attractive to other people is really not that hard. Just need to take the time to ask questions, ask where they've been, where they want to go, and then you can be the consultant or the greatest salesman in the world and say, well, if this is what you want, this is what I can, this is something I can give you. What do you think about that? So, anyway, I hope you're finding this of value. As I said mostly on the show, I do have a website, chaseswift.com/good. You can get some free gifts and some tips and all that good stuff. Plus, on Fridays, I only send it out on Fridays right now. So once a week, I send out this email. It'll send you the links to each of these daily calls, because sometimes the algorithms of the different social media, they hide stuff, and sometimes you may not find it, or you might have to be lucky to see it, or you forget to search, or all these things. So I will send out an email on Fridays to remind those who would like to know of the 5 calls I did Monday through Friday, and then you're able to pick. And if you missed one or want to watch it again or delete the email, it's just an email, so it's not terribly intrusive in your life. It's just something that will help you remember and learn what I'm sharing. So kind of cool. So that's it for today. May 9th, it was a really cool day. I really enjoyed this day. There was a lot of good parts in it, and that's what I'm sharing. So pretty simple to do, and I'm hoping that many of you are enjoying this. And I would encourage you, especially if you have a side hustle or some way of making money from home. I mean, so many people are looking at that now, especially after COVID and working from home, and they're kind of realizing that it's a different world. We're really in the information age, aren't we? It's the right information, knowing how to put it to work for you. That's what you're probably looking for. So, anyway, hope you're doing well, and we'll see you tomorrow for the May 10th edition of The Good Parts with Chase Whip. Until then, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Leave me a comment below and tell me any of the good parts you're experiencing today, and that'd be awesome for me to hear. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow for The Good Parts with Chase Whip. Bye for now.